sun. Nothing to lose and a hand on the gun. They never said a thing about the shape I was in. Just give me a wink and call me sin.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Coastal Connection. I got my boy Mike G down here in Tampa. We got Jake on. But before I kick it off with Jake real quick, I just want to thank the works down at Boyette for always helping us out and getting us a good workout in the morning. Planetary Design, who sponsors us and gives us a little bit of affiliation love. And also the Rack Residency. They always help us out. So if you're looking for a home, check out Rack. And with that being said, what's going on, Jake?
Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How you doing?
Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good. Hey, Mike G, how you doing tonight?
I can't complain. It's almost Friday. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We got a new guest, and it's live. It feels good to be back.
That's right, because we took a break. Hey, so, Jake, where are you located at, man?
I'm in Nashville. I was born in Texas, grew up in South Carolina, but I'm in Nashville now.
All right, so I know you're an aspiring guy. You're getting your music going. So how's it feel to do that relocation to Tennessee and just start that new life of trying to become an up and coming artist, man?
It's been good. It's been good. I was playing a lot in my hometown in Greenville, South Carolina, and doing that a lot, but got an opportunity to record an album last year, and it just felt like the right time to make the move and get those connections to the industry and kind of get more involved with it. So it's been good. It's been good. It's a big old city. I'm getting used to it, but it's been good.
All right. So has it really been a life-changing thing for you? And where's your family still located, like your mom and dad and stuff?
My mom and dad are still in Travelers Rest. I got a lot of family down in Texas, and what really made the right time is my brothers no longer live in South Carolina. The one's in Denver, one's in Detroit. So it was just it just felt right, like the right time. I still go back down there. It's only about 5.5 hours, so it's not bad.
It's only about, hey man, I'm almost 60, man. 5.5 hours is a lot when you got bad knees.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. So did you start singing in high school, or what really got you into this, the music bug? How did it bite you? How did it get you going, man?
Yeah, I grew up singing in church, singing in choirs, but I didn't really catch the bug myself till I was probably 14 or 15. And at first it was just guitar. Like I was obsessed with guitar. B.B. King, Freddie King, the Three Kings really were the three guys that I was into the most. And then I kind of came back forward. I got the Allman Brothers Band, Stevie Ray Vaughan, more rock and roll, Jimi Hendrix. And then I just all I did was play guitar in high school because I had played baseball growing up, had to quit, and just became obsessed with it. And then the songwriting and singing didn't come till later. I was always just the guitar player in all the bands I played in. But then the songwriting and singing came when I was probably 19, 20 in college, and just, again, became obsessed with that, and just it hooked me.
All right. So where'd you go to college at?
I went to Furman University in South Carolina.
Whoa. You said Furman?
Furman.
Oh, snap, man, because I'm a Georgia Southern grad.
Oh, are you?
We got history. Got history.
Oh, we do.
I'm a GSU guy. Go ahead, Mike.
I say he reminds me of a Johnny Cash. You have a Johnny Cash sort of swing with your looks.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Johnny Cash. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
I got more facial hair right now, but
there you go. Yeah. I mean, you're not touring, but look at that. That was like a little Johnny Cash swing. That's how to say it, man. How to say it.
Hey, so have you paid at Taco Bell there in Nashville yet?
I haven't played Taco Bell. I haven't even gone down there yet. The Broadway scares the heck out of me. I don't want to go down there, but I haven't played Taco Bell yet. I need to. I played a couple places down on Broadway, but not Taco Bell.
Hey, you guys are busy. So let me ask you a question, because like my brother's got a Grammy. He's out in LA, and I see the grind he goes through. So kind of give me an idea. What is the Nashville musical grind like? Because R&B is like in LA, Detroit used to be, So I kind of know that and the gospel thing. But what is the Nashville grind like when you think about country music?
It's an interesting place. It's an oasis for songwriters. I mean, the song is king here in Nashville, which I love because that's what I like to do. But thankfully everyone's super supportive. Like I bartend on the side when I'm not on tour, and almost half of the people I work with are also songwriters, or they're touring drummers, or they're singers, or they're whatever else, or guitar players. But a lot of my friends who play down on Broadway, it is a grind. I mean, they are down there every single night, from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. playing for tourists, and they have a good time. But I mean, it's a grind. It really is a grind. I mean, and it's they work hard.
All right, hey, what was that movie, Mike, with Tom Cruise? Where he's the bartender. What was the name of that one? Cousin Cocktails.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
I know what you're talking. I can't remember what it is though.
Are you shaking them up and spitting them, man? Shaking them up and spitting them. Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, man, you just threw me off. It was Cocktail, buddy. You have a similar look like that too, man. I don't know, man. Look at this. We're putting you out there. Johnny Cash, Tom Cruise cocktails and shit. You should sing and make some drinks. I mean, who knows?
I should.
That's hey.
Hey, the singing bartender, man. Hey, he does got them kind of hardcore Hollywood looks, don't he, man? All right, so what you gonna hit us with, man? Go ahead and hit us with a tune, Jake.
Yeah. I'll play Bloodfire. Is the single on the record. It's on Americana radio and it's doing okay. So I'll play that. It's called Bloodfire. She was a redhead daughter of a brown-eyed son. Nothing to lose and a hand on the gun. Never said a thing about the shape I was in. Just give me a wink and call me sin. Said, darling, all I need is a name, and you can go back out the way you came. Cherokee Canyon ain't dry no more. You can get the cheerful, not much more. And a jealous heart and a mate of mine. Mine's made up till the day I die. Cross me now and you might see that devil that's inside of me. No, he ain't a friend of mine, but I've been known to keep him on the line. Times like this, times like when my blood is turned to fire. Ain't nobody gonna hold her down. When the time is right, she'll paint the town. Said now you just listen to me. I'm everything you'll never be. If you won't leave, baby, there's a door. Just know there ain't that much in store. I got a jealous heart and a mate of mine. Mine's made up till the day I die. Cross me now and you might see that devil that's inside of me. No, he ain't a friend of mine, but I've known to keep him on the line. Times like this, times like when my blood is turned to fire. I got a jealous heart and a mate of mine. Mine's made up till the day I die. Cross me now and you might see that devil that's inside of me. No, he ain't a friend of mine, but I've known to keep him on the line. Times like this, times like when my blood is turned to fire.
Oh, bring it home, bring it home. That's what I'm talking about. Jake, that's an awesome song, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man, so you got that, you have that Louisiana downward, blues rhythm, man. You got that, like, that really good strum, man. So, like your musical influence, you're talking about the Kings and all that. But I mean, so overall, are you from a musical family, or did it just one of those things that just marinated on you and you decided, I saw some stuff on TV or somebody playing something, it's like, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, how'd you get there, man? Because it didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, I grew up singing in church choirs and stuff like that. My mom was a classically trained pianist, and my dad played trumpet in like the high school band, and then was professionally. Did one tour, and he likes to talk about it. He did that. He loves it. But
semi-professional. So he did a tour.
he did a tour. He did one tour as a trumpet player in like a party band. Like it was like a Tejano rock band.
I never heard of that. That's good.
Yeah. It was. But both my brothers played guitar. My older brother's 10 years older. He played for a long time. Kind of just like on the side for fun. He grew up around it, but he was in the Army, and he didn't do it professionally at all. But then my little brother's honestly more talented than I am, but he's getting his master's degree in something completely different. But yeah, so I grew up around it, but I didn't catch the bug myself, like I said earlier, till I was 14, 15.
Okay, and so let me ask you this though: as you look as you're going forward, and with everything that you got going on, what are some of the lessons? Like, if you got a younger artist out here, or we have some young kids, teenagers that watch this. I'm also, have to always watch my terminology these days with the new generation. What kind of advice do you give them if they're just starting out, and not, and go past that normal thing of, just follow your dreams? Because, hey, let me tell you what, man, I tell everybody, a dream without goals, without aspirations, without some impact to it are just daydreams. So, I mean, give us a little bit of like insight of, like, hey, man, this is what you from Jake's world. What do you think they really need to pursue if they're really going to pursue music?
For my biggest thing would be practice. Like, get really good at whatever you do, whether it's songwriting or playing guitar or singing or production. Get really good at it and practice and practice and practice. And eventually, and throw things out that you don't like, and like hone your craft. And then also, for me, the biggest thing for me was listening to older music and listening to the folks who came before me. Just I don't think, like, people talk about writing books, and you can't write a book unless you read. In my opinion, you can't really be a musician unless you, or a songwriter or anything, unless you listen to the greats at what they do, no matter what it is. Listen and study and treat it like it's homework, and just get really into it. And if that feels like work, then maybe it's not necessarily for you. That could be the case too. Because I feel like to even make some kind of a new sound, you got to listen to all that old stuff.
Yeah, Mike, you got anything, man? While you were clicking them buttons?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the videos are really good. Do you use the same company over, or?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Charlotte Avenue Pictures, and Will, who produced those, directed those videos, actually produced my record too.
Okay, yeah, I see. It's nice. It's clean. It's nice. It's straight to the point. Not too much. Not too little. It's pretty good. No, good job. I like videos. I like video editing.
They're fun. I did not like being in front of the camera at first, but I got around.
You got to get used to it, brother. That's part of
that's
part of the realm.
I know.
Oh yeah, shaping the world. So as you know, you modified your they always say great songwriters and singers end up going into acting. So have you kind of like worked your mantra of thinking about, balancing that out with some different skill sets? Because I mean, you kind of got that Yellowstone look, bro.
Appreciate it. I honestly, I think it'd be really fun. A couple of my favorite songwriters are going to be in a movie coming out this year, a Scorsese movie, and like they never really acted that much before. Jason Isbell and Sturgill Simpson, they're going to be in Killers of the Flower Moon. And I think it'd be really fun. Like I didn't like being behind the camera at first, and I was like, you know what, I like this. It's kind of fun. I would do it again. And yeah, and other skills, like I want to keep learning things, and I'll always write songs just because I feel like I have to for my own sanity. But I'd love to do other stuff too. Acting would be a blast. I think it'd be a blast.
All right. So are you working solo, or are you working with a standard group of guys that you constantly do all your music with? So when you're composing some, do you like write 90% of your songs, or do you like link up? Because like we just had Thomas Cavanaugh and Kirsty Cross on, and they kind of collaborate. He wrote the song, and then she ended up, singing with it, and it's doing really well right now. So are you collaborating with different artists in Nashville? Because I learned in Nashville, man, there's so many songwriters, and you guys are just the talent level of what y'all do down there is unbelievable.
I haven't that much yet. Like everything on this album, I wrote myself, and I've written by myself for everything. Really, I've never really co-written, but since being here, I've caught the bug, and I really want to start co-writing with one or two people. Like I don't necessarily want to get into a room with 7, 8, 9, 10 people, but even that could be fun too. I just it's a co-writing town, so I'm excited to do some. I've done a little bit here and there since I've moved here, none of which is on this album, but it could be on a future one. It might be, definitely.
All right. And so let me ask you, so manager wise, how did you, find your manager? Shout out to Martha. But how do you find your manager and how a publicist, because for everything, like me and Mike, we started on a low budget with our podcast, and it's just two guys in a room. We're talking crazy. And then we got stars like you come on and you go, well, I'm not a star, Vince. See, here's the thing is that what me and Mike always say, it's not about where you're sitting financially. It's where you sit in the spectrum of life. And as far as we're concerned, you're a star. So how did you navigate that waters when you decided that you were going to make this a career?
Well, I appreciate that. And I for a while, I was content just playing shows in my hometown. And then Michelle, my manager, reached out to me, and on Instagram, I thought it was fake. I ignored her for a little bit. I feel bad about that. I just didn't think it was real. And then I got on the phone with her and I was like, oh, Michelle's legit. And then she got us with Martha, and I saw Martha today, actually. It was great to see her.
Till I said, hey, man. Till I said, hey, she be on my back, man. She be ready. But hey, ball of energy.
Yeah, exactly. I played a TV show this morning at like 8, and I just got back from the road, and she was way more energetic than I was ready for. It was great. So I got hooked up with them, and I had been saving money for a long time from various jobs because I knew that at some point I wanted to make the jump and start taking it a lot more seriously. And I had kind of built up as much of a little nest egg that I could to kind of make it work. And basically it's like seed money for a business kind of thing. And because it's really what it is at this point, is it feels like I'm a businessman more than an artist sometimes, which, is neither here nor there. But so making that jump felt like it was right because I had taken the steps and I'd made mistakes, but saving some money and for an opportunity like this to rise. And it's worked out. I'm really happy with it, and it's been great.
Oh yeah, man, that's great advice, man. And because I think everybody looks at the dark side of all businesses, but if you go in with a level head and and you surround yourself with some decent people, you can make a difference in everything. So with that being said, Mike, do you think we need another song, brother?
I think we do.
Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. I will do Long Winter. Drop it down, tuning here. All right. It's been a long winter, and the neighbor hit the mailbox again. You're sitting there naked on the couch playing cards and drinking gin. You've got the heat turned up to 80 to satisfy your warm-blooded roots. That box won't fix itself, so I'm bundled up in coveralls and boots. There's a drive-in movie on tonight, like it's 1953. So I'm sure you'll want to go, 'cause you like Rambo and the popcorn is free. So I guess crazy's not the word that I choose, but I doubt there's another to use to detail the reason why I'd rather be quiet and lose. Well, for now you're using my copy of the road for your drink.
say as long as it's a hardback, it's a coaster, don't you dare make a mistake. But I never did read it. I'm not up for a fight. 'Cause with tempers like ours, that fight could last all night. I'm sure you'll wanna go dancing after the show. So I put on my best looking shirt, that gifted cologne. 'Cause I guess crazy's not the word that I choose, but I doubt there's another to use. Detail the reason why I'd rather be quiet and lose. Well, the Benet boys are busy busting down ice sheets and snow. Summertime's coming, but we still got a ways to go. There better be a damn good reason why the hell that neighbor can't drive. 'Cause I salted this road all day from 7 till 5. You say, "Hon, won't you give it a break? Come on back inside." So I pack up my hammer and my shovel, and I swallow my pride. 'Cause I guess crazy's not the word that I choose, but I doubt there's another to use. To detail the reason why I'd rather be quiet and lose.
Yo, hey, that's authentic. Authentic, man. That's authentic. So most of the songs you're singing right now that you wrote yourself, did you write them years ago, or are you just currently just writing them, a whole bunch right now, or were they some you had in a shoebox and you're like, okay, I'm gonna use these?
Yeah,
you've been writing for a while.
I have, and those most of the songs that were on the album, the two I just played, I wrote probably since 2021, or maybe since 2020. But I've been writing for a long time. Like when we made the album, I demoed like probably 2025, and I had others, but I didn't think they were ready for it. So we demoed those and then picked the 10. Those two are both on the album, and yeah. So I'm still writing though. Like I'd been slow on writing just because I was trying to get this album out and doing all the other stuff that's involved with it. But since it released, I've been writing a lot more. I'm ready to do another album next year if I can. We'll see.
Hey, Mike, what you got, baby? What you got?
So, big question. It's kind of country, but kind of blues. You got a lot of mix into it. Pretty good. What's the biggest crowd you've done so far? That's crossing my mind.
That's a great question. I played the Gray Eagle in Asheville 2 nights ago, and it was like 200-ish. I was opening for a band, and it went super well. It went really, really well, and they liked it, and it was a blast. The energy in the room was great, and it always feels good when the energy's good and people are listening.
Did the stage fright go away, or you still got that? I remember when I used to do music, it was like
it comes and goes. Like I got really used to doing those really long bar sets where it's 3-4 hours, so you just kind of become background noise. But this is a little bit different when there's 200 people there and they want to see you. Like I was nervous, and then they responded really well to the first song, and it went away. So it's always just getting up there, and then it goes away. It's a little bit of it. Anxiety is good for it, I think. Get you
sharp, keeps you sharp, bro.
Exactly.
We need to get him down at the Strawberry Festival. We had Kirsty Cross was down here in Tampa. It's so hard getting everybody on the list, though, man. And it's just like we're trying to get some guys to sing at Georgia Southern. We have Alex Miller trying to get him on. It's just a grind.
Yeah.
So you were able to write a lot of music during COVID. So yeah, you had a lot of self-reflecting. So is most of your music based on self-reflection, or is it kind of based on how you feel, or is it like Taylor Swift, or it's like every time you have a breakup?
Yeah, I struggle a lot of times to write about personal stuff. A lot of my stuff is stories, and then I'll work my own personal whatever it is into it. But a lot of it is just stories and just kind of writing stories as if they were short stories, but making it rhyme and making it sound good. But there's always a little bit of truth in it. That's what's kind of nice about songwriting is it can be truth and fiction at the same time, which is really, really fun. And you can bend the rules a lot and mold them to how you want it to be. If you want to sneak a little bit of truth in there, you can. But I typically, the way I write is I'm like 21st century version of a cocktail napkin writer. I put notes in my phone all of the time. And then I come back and I try to sit down and say, oh, let's write a little bit. And I go through those notes and start working those out. And once I piece some notes together and feel like I know where his story's going, then I'll finish it out.
All right. So I'm going to put you on the spot, even though you don't have to, because you're a guitarist. And that means that there is somebody you cover really well because you play the guitar. So who is your best cover when you jam out on your guitar?
Oh, best cover with the acoustic. I mean, I do a lot of Guy Clark, a lot of Townes Van Zandt, John Prine, people like that. But on electric, I don't begin to assume that I can play as well as the old guys or Stevie rock and roll guys. But we used to do a lot of the Allman Brothers Band. We did a lot of the old blues standards and a lot of Jimi Hendrix. And I've gone back and watched some videos of in high school of us trying to do Hendrix, and it was horrible. I feel like I do better now, maybe, but I don't know.
All right, so we'll wind up out of here. I would ask you to give me your best cover song that you do when you sing at the bar, if you could, acoustically. But if you got that, let's hear it, man.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got it. It's a song called "Stuff That Works," and it's something I wish I had written. I wish I had, but I didn't. And I still do this one a lot, even at my own shows. I got an old blue shirt in there. See, ooh, I'm in the wrong tune. One second.
There we go.
All right. I like this. It's keeping me sharp. All right, let's do this.
The fact that you even have the ear to hear that blows my freaking mind, because I've been it all sounds the same to me when it's strong. But you guys be like, oh, that note's off, man.
It's screeching in my ear when it happens. All right, let's try it. All right. I got an old blue shirt and it suits me just fine. I like the way it feels, so I wear it all the time. Got no guitar, won't ever stay in tune. I like the way it sounds in a dark and empty room. Got an old pair of boots and they fit just right. I can work all day and I can dance all night. Got an old used car and it runs just like a top. I get the feeling it ain't ever gonna stop. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, kind of stuff you don't hang on a wall. Stuff that's real, that stuff you feel, kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Got a pretty good friend who's seen me at my worst. He can't tell if I'm a blessing or a curse, but he always shows up when the chips are down. That's the kind of stuff I like to be around. That stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the
kind of stuff you don't hang on a wall. Stuff that's real, that stuff you feel. The kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. I got a woman I love, she's crazy and paints like God. She got the playground sense of justice, she won't take odds. I got a tattoo with her name right through my soul. I think everything she touches turns to gold. That's stuff that works. That's stuff that holds up. The kind of stuff you don't hang on a wall. The stuff that's real. That stuff you feel. Kind of stuff you reach for when you fall.
Oh,
Thank you.
That was on point. Hey, so if somebody's in the Nashville area, where do they find you? Where can they come see you next? And hey, Mike, do we have his tour dates? Anything on his website?
I don't have much right now. I just got back from like a 3-week tour, so I don't have a whole lot. But I'm playing. I think it should be on the website. If it isn't, it'd be good to know if it's not, because I'll fix that. But I'm playing next May 20th at a King's Barn restaurant in Ashland City, which is a little bit outside of Nashville. But we're kind of resting and going to gear back up for another tour here in a second.
All right. So when you say you're going on tour, where you pretty much doing, brother?
We were. It was a lot of radio shows and then some live shows. But we did Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, New York State, Vermont, New York City, New Jersey, Virginia, North Carolina, and back to Knoxville.
Hey, yeah, get you down to Florida. Hey, so
I'd love to come down there.
Hey man, this is where it's happening. Hey, so real quick, how does people get a copy of your album and you got your stuff coming out? Where do people, what do we do? We direct them to JakeYbarra.com. How do we get you?
That's it. I have a store on there. I got some hats in a couple days I'm going to throw on there. So I got hats, CD, stickers, and stuff like that. We're building up the store as best we can. So
hey man, I'm right there with you. See, because Mike didn't get the memo tonight. See, Mike didn't get the memo. I was tracking, man. Hey, good old country boys, we know what we got to do. He from New York. All right. Hey, Jake, Mike, you got anything before we get out of here, brother?
Hey, Jake, man, it's a pleasure meeting you. Good luck on your tours. Good luck on your – hopefully we'll have you back and you'll be like, remember when I started?
Yeah, it was a blast. It was a blast, y'all. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate meeting you, and good luck, man, like always.
All right, Jake. Well, it was a blessing having you on. We're definitely going to have you back. In about 6 months, we have to, you kick it a little bit, so we'd like to hear your experiences on the road and everything. And it's Mike G.
Never said a thing about the shape I was
in. Come on, you got to keep it rolling.
Just give me a wink and call me son. Said, darling, all I need is a name. And you can go back out the way you came. Cherokee County ain't dry no more, but you can get the cheerful, not much